Rah. Look at this. Fucking hell. Bury them. Come on! Bury them. Fucking hell.
Yo, you said we'll always be together, Lizzie. Spend these billions here together, Lizzie. Share that love with equal measure, Lizzie. How dare you walk away? You said we'll always be together, Lizzie. Spend these billions here together, Lizzie. Share that love with equal measure, Lizzie.
Yes, everyone, it's Quincey to QOZO. Well, as you can see, the real gang that runs the place. You just saw them. You know, people have these disbeliefs that, you know, when you go to prison, life's easy. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, there is things going on in prison, like, you know, like you can play computer, people are selling drugs, people they got phones. But you got to understand, from back in the days, what prison used to be, and now the world has changed. So prisons change. People have got more rights as well, even prisoners. Do you know what I mean? I remember when I first went to jail, to have a radio, you'd be doing well. Not everyone could have a radio. Do you know what I mean? And I see jail change while I was in jail. People started to get like when you get in, there's like, when you're in jail, there's like there's a tier system. You got basic, standard, and enhanced. I think there was even super enhanced as well. Do you know what I mean? It gives you more incentive to behave, basically, when you're in prison. You get more perks, basically. So obviously basic, you have the bare minimum. Standard is just like, yeah, it's just standard. You'll have a TV. You know what I mean? But if you misbehave yourself, you lose your TV up on basic. Stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So, and then there's enhanced. Usually there's enhanced on the normal wing with everyone, but then there's a super enhanced wing where things are very different. Probably, you know, more time out yourself. Maybe your door doesn't even get locked. Do you know what I mean? But like, I don't want you to think as also that in jail, people still ain't getting terrorized by, you know, I don't want to say terrorized, but, you know, really, people might think they run the jail or that, but there's probably officers that probably enable. Well, we see it all the time, innit? Prison officers sleeping with prisoners, prison officers bringing drugs into prisoners. So probably they are probably more part of the problem as well of making jail more laxy-daisy. Do you know what I mean? Because there's probably certain things, even like, well, as we know, phones, innit? Officers bring phones in. So I was gonna say like little things. Do you know what I mean? But obviously in jail nowadays, you can have memory sticks, you can have all sorts. Do you know what I mean? I remember when I was in there, people had a fire stick. I'm sure they've got it now. Watching all types of channels. So, what's supposed to be a punishment, I suppose, has been kind of watered down, I suppose. But you can't actually blame the prisoners for that. You can't blame the prisoners for that. That lies with the authorities, because at the end of the day, if they don't allow you to have these things, you can't have them. If you're locked up for so long, obviously your family is gonna try their best to make your situation as comfortable as possible. So I don't think we can sit here and be mad at the prisoners. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then again as well, obviously there'll be some officers that don't bring in them phones, but there'll be some officers that do. But again, is that a situation where they're not getting paid enough, so they have to do these things? Well, no, not have to, but they think they have to do these things because they don't think they're getting paid enough. Or is it just sheer greed? Who knows? But yeah, I was watching a little vlog the other day. Or was it this morning? Not sure, but it was Made You Think. Big up Made You Think anyway. But I was watching that, and obviously he had a conflict of inside him about posting these guys, but at the same time promoting negativity. Obviously, I could see where he was coming from, because like he said, everyone deserves a second chance. But you see, the way I feel about it is sometimes, well, more times, well, we ain't seen yet, but the problem is, like he said, the problem is it might encourage other youths to go to pen. Do you get what I'm saying? Especially when some of these kids, they really want to blow. They really want to blow, and then they look on the blogs and they see men in prison getting 6-figure deals, and then they see they even see bloggers interview them. Do you know what I mean? Like proper giving them airtime, interviewing them and stuff. So it's just like, wow, is this how you do it? So we have to kind of be careful of the message that we're putting out there. What was that blogger that I saw? That little black youth. Little black youth, he's popular. I forgot his name. It's a little short black youth. Interviews all the, I think he's on GRM. Yeah, I see him interviewing that guy who signed the 6-figure deal, or wherever he's from. Is he from Birmingham or anything? Yeah, I see him interviewing him. Do you know what I mean? I think I left, yeah, that's what it was, because I left a comment. I left a comment on the page. What Made You Think's page. Do you know what I mean? Because he was talking about, what was he talking about? Oh yeah, we went on the road. You gotta forget, people, we went on the road to get out of the hood. But obviously I said, no, I don't think anyone really went on the road to get out of the hood. You know, I don't think it was looked at like that. I think it was just more of, this is what we're doing, this is our streets, this is our turf, we're gonna get money, we're gonna defend this and bloody bloody, or that kind of vibe. Because I think if that was the case, I'm sure more people would have got out the hood. You know what I mean? There's definitely enough time to get out if that's what if the goal was. Some people are smart enough. Some people have people around them that's clued up enough, but the majorities don't. Enough of the majorities have people that are lost, or no dad, or no guidance, or mostly they fall away to people who are using them for them to stay in their power position, while they use the youths to kind of do all the dirt. So when it's like that, when you're in a situation like that, it's going to be hard to ever come out on time. Do you know what I mean? But what I was saying in that comment as well is that I see a lot of people using the rap music to kind of amplify their name in the streets, which is very dangerous. Do you know what I mean? It's very dangerous, because we just saw, what was that? There was, who was that again? What did we see? What was that drill rapper again from over Hackney? 11 hours ago. Is that what it is? Yeah, there you go. So Casey Booth was shot as he climbed into his car outside birthday party in Walthamstow. So yeah, leaving a child's birthday party last August. Oh yeah, I remember hearing this, you know. Actually remember hearing this. So yeah, so basically a drill rapper has been found guilty of murder after boasting on video that the victim was killed with the same gun that injured the latter's brother 2 years earlier. Okay, if you want to watch the video, the link will be in my bio. I'm not going to play it for, obviously, copyright reasons or whatever they do. Do you know what I mean? But let me listen to it 1 minute anyway. Let me listen to it and see if I heard that. Let me see if I heard that. 1 second. So it's KO, Laughing Stock 98's remix, Smokes. Featured Smokes, Billy Billings, DA, and Unknown T. Okay. So, the first four bars, I'd say. So he says, big bro got slapped, little bro got slapped. But big bro couldn't firm it. One of them couldn't firm it. Anyway, 1 sec. They lost their boss. He was way too hype. Hit an Anglo out something and turned him. Slapped in the front seat, dropped out in the something. Donny tried to swerve it. Me and bro would laugh every day. Big bro got slapped. Little bro couldn't firm it. They lost their boss. He was way too hype. He got slapped in the front seat, dropped out on the back seat, tried to serve it. Me and bro laugh every day. When we talk about that, no, them men are still burning. All right, so cool. So yeah, he mentioned a bro getting slapped in the rear. What does it say on the thingy, bruv? Let me see. Let's see. This is Evening Standard, by the way. I'm quoting this from. The drill rapper was found guilty of murder after boasting on video that the victim was killed with the same gun that injured the latter's brother 2 years later. So what I heard was, they said only the feds and the killer knew that same gun was used. Yeah, so hold on. And if that's the case, even speaking on that is stupid. Do you know what I mean? Even speaking on that stupid. Because obviously, he could just be saying, unless there's more evidence, obviously, we're reading it, but he could just be saying, right? He could just be saying that. Like, he could just technically be, he could just be talking about it. He doesn't have to directly be saying that he done that. He could just, it's something that he knows. Do you get what I'm saying? But did he say the same burner got used? I don't know. I don't know if he said the same burner got used. Oh, sorry. slap man's head and we speed off. It's kind of, because it's linked to the same conversation. It's a bit techie there. It's a bit techie there. Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, he said then I speed off. That's where he might have been a bit. That's where he might have technically messed himself up right there. Yeah, he might have technically messed himself up right there. He said we speed off. He said then I speed off. And it's all, see, like up until then, it could just be sounding like he's just talking about an event. But later on, he says, Clapman said, and he speeds off. He could try and just say that a part is, that's just part of another rap. But it sounds like it could be the same convo. So, and even if it ain't, you're not doing yourself any justice by having that same conversation. Do you know what I mean? You're kind of doing yourself injury. But yeah, like I said, Cameron Hammer was known as KO. Oh, okay. Cameron Henry Richards, 25, known as KO. 3 others were convicted. Okay, yeah. Okay, I get it. So KO's the rapper, the guy who was rapping them bars. Were convicted after the death of Q.B.E last August and a plot to murder the intended target, Khalid Samanta. Mr. Booth, 25, was shot as he got in his car outside the first birthday party of Mr. Samanta's child at the Peterhouse Community Centre in Walthamstow, North East London. The 2 men were associated with a London Fields gang, said to be in a rivalry with the defendant's E9ers gang. Jurors were told the attack was well planned and carefully orchestrated. The gun used in Mr. Booth's murder was on 7 occasions between 2020. The gun used in Mr. Booth's murder was used on 7 occasions between 2020 and the day he was killed. Bloody hell. Mr. Booth's older brother, Carl Booth, survived being shot with it on August 2020. Days after Mr. Booth's death, Henry Richards brags about killing in a rap video called KO Laughing Stock. Hold on. Days after Mr. Booth's death. 1 second. There we go. Mr. Booth. Days after Mr. Booth's death, Henry Richards brags about the killing in a rap video. Days after Mr. Booth's death, Henry Richards bragging about the killing in a rap video. It's KO. Come on, Henry Richards. No, yeah, KO. Okay, so that's the first rapper. So the gun used in Mr. Booth's murder was used in 2 occasions. Mr. Booth's older brother, Carl Booth, survived being shot with it in August 2020. Days after Mr. Booth's death, Henry Richards bragged about the killing in the rap video called Laughing Stock, the one I told you about. The lyrics read, Big Booth and Little Booth got hit, same sig. Wow. That's a sour family. I never heard that. Big Booth and Little got hit, same sig. That's a sour family. Booth got slaps at functions, neck and head guns come handy. In another version, lyrics read, Big Booth should have lurked, got his neck back ripped. Little got burst, should have been with his. And am I? Oh, let me go. Okay, so got his neck back ripped. Little got burst, should have been with his. Prosecutor Andy Orcar. Listen, forget what I was reading. Then, if this is, I'm gonna have to go back and find another one because I don't know if that was a remix or something. Big Booth. If that's what they're saying, yeah, remember I was trying to find that in that, and that was a bit vague because, like I said, it could have just been saying that, and then at the end I could see where he said, "Yeah, man, da 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 da." But if this is what he said, I must be looking at the wrong song. Because now you're saying, now I get what they're saying about the when they were saying the same machine. Like, how are you gonna say that, bro? What the F? A boast was being made that the same SIG gun had been used to shoot Casey Booth and his elder brother Carl Booth. This fact was only known to those involved in the shootings and not to the police at the time. 11 days before the murder, Mr. Samantha's entirely innocent neighbor, Abraham Jelani, was shot as he sat in his car near his home in a case of mistaken identity. He was lucky to survive. The gun was used to kill Mr. Booth was also fired in Hackney Wick earlier the same day and later disposed of juries, we're told. Mr. Orchard said the defendants conspired to kill Mrs. Samantha or otherwise shoot another London Foods associate, with each helping and encouraging the gunman. He said the defendants took steps to hide the traces that could provide clues as to who was involved. None of the defendants from East London gave evidence in their defense. It was asserted on their behalf that they were not involved in the murder but were concerned with their theft of cars. The jury deliberated for a week to convict Henry Richards, Kamani, Brightly Donaldson, Jeffrey Gimmer, and Joey Patico, 27 of murder. They were found guilty of conspiracy to murder Mr. Samantha and conspiracy to possess a firearm or firearms with intent to danger life. Brightly Donaldson was also convicted of having a prohibited firearm. Rudy Thomas, 26, admitted having a prohibited firearm, but other charges against him were not proceeded with. The jury discharged on Tuesday after failing to reach verdicts on a further defendant, Kadeem Brightly Barnes, 31. The other defendants remained into custody to be sentenced on a date to be fixed next year. God. So this is in Hackney. I'm just wondering if this same, this woman, this Leanne, the other day, I hope that's, it doesn't even matter if she is or if she's not. But it's just like it's in the same area and it just, everything's just spilling out on top of each other. Everything's just, yeah, it's just crazy, man. I need to hear that tune again one more time because I never heard what they were talking about. Let me see. Maybe I was listening to a remix or something. Laughing stock. That's laughing stock reply. Not interested in the reply. Let's hear this again. This man doing remixes of Digga D and that, boy. But it just didn't last long. Didn't last long, boy. Yeah, I heard it. So it's the one with Digga D. See? So yeah, basically, it's KO Laughing Stock remix featuring Digga D and Quincey. That's the one. So, yeah, so basically, look. That's what he said. He said the little one got hit, the big one got hit. That's the same sig. That's one Sour family. Let me hear that one more time. That's what I'm saying. The guy's just doing too much. He's leaving traces in that tune, traces in this tune. But you know what it is? A man must have told him to like allow that. I don't understand how one of his brethren would say, "Yo, brother, you can't say that, you know." And you know what's fucked up? what's fucked up, I don't know how much evidence there was because it didn't say. But if their defense was they was just involved in stealing cars, and then you're saying this stuff, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. It's crazy again. And then bam, from this guy's doing bootings, right? Like I'm seeing, you know, it's the ego, innit? It's the ego. Because from this guy's doing bootings, right? He's a booter, innit? Like, right? He's talking like he done it. It was him doing it, yeah. So it's like he's on one, innit? He's on smoke, innit? So someone must have said to him, "Yo, brother, man's got to take that down." But I'm just thinking to yourself, because the tunes with Digger D, these guys want to make it so bad in the movie. Well, I don't know if they want to even make it, because if you want to make it, there's certain things that you don't do, innit? But I suppose the game that's getting sold to them is making them think there is these other things you do to make it. But it's like maybe because it's the tunes of Digger D, he didn't want to take it down. For him, that's a big moment. That's a big deal. Because why would you leave that up? Why would you? That's why you see sometimes, I look at these rappers and I think to myself, that's why it's gone the other way. It's gone the other way, and because I just think to myself, raw, rapping, how can man rap? Because man be leaving evidence everywhere. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's like, now that's the shout. That's the shout. Like, if you've done all these things, how do you write this stuff? How do you write it down and think, yeah, that sounds wicked? When you're writing it, it doesn't seem like Joe. So I just find it crazy. Let me listen to this one more time. I can't believe he went and said that. I cannot believe he said that and no one ever told him. So he said that in that tune. So I'll just go back to the first tune. One sec. Thought I missed something. Like, was it worth it? I'm looking at him now. He's got, out of all of that, all he's got is 10K views. I mean, 10K subscribers. There's no point even subscribing to his channel anymore unless he's going to be rapping in prison. Do you know what I mean? And look, first message. Who's back here after the murder conviction? Let's look at the comments. Who's back here after the murder conviction? You know when non T pulls up that this isn't serious. This is a genius marketing move with the 2 remixes dropping. Shut up, man. Translate to English. Kara seriously taking this game. This inspires me. I'm new to the best. Real ones remember smoke. Still got to get back. A song of a few men riding life at least. Both of these remixes are hard, but this is mad. Potential tunes of the year. Purely entertainment. 1 year ago. That's what you thought. You thought it was entertainment. Comment got 98 likes right now. Free You. Billy Kale, Hitman Smokes, Pablo. That's sad, man. Sad, 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 sad. Run Road, Laughing Stock, remix. Reply. Who's that Apple? This is Mo Quinn. Okay. So this is the reply. The reply to that. It's not even worth listening to this. Hopefully this guy don't get himself in trouble. His name Lats. His name is Lats, Run Road. Yeah, his name's Lats, but he does the remix. But yeah, that looked like iPod that was in that video. But yeah, man. It's a shame, man. It's a waste of life. That guy, he was actually a good rapper. What's his name? KO or something. Yeah, he was actually a good rapper. But man needs to stop throwing their life away, man, for clout in music videos. That's the problem I can see right now. Like, man's just trying to sound the worst they can sound. Do you know what I mean? Man needs to stop this. Man can blame the feds. Can blame the feds. I was talking to my new friend. My new friend the other day. Big him up still. I don't even want to beat him up, but yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. But I was chatting to him, and he was just telling me about how the feds are using this music to convict. But I can hear what he's saying. I can hear what he's saying. I can see where he's coming from, and do you know what I mean? Because there are feds that will, you know, abuse the situation and make something sound how it's not supposed to sound. But we've got to take more responsibility ourselves and not give them what they want. First off, I'll tell you, like, stay off the roads. Do you know what I mean? Roads is not the place, because as I go back to the beginning of the thingy book, where I was talking about pen and that. Like, pen is not nice either. You might think, you know, you're looking on the things and you see people signing 6-figure deals, and you know that 6-figure deal, that doesn't mean that he's, you know, sometimes you get money, it could be the worst thing that happened to you. It just depends how he deals with it when he comes out. Do you know what I mean? Because as soon as he comes back out, people are not going to be reacting him the way he was reacting before he went pen. So already, there's going to be a lot of snakes. There's going to be a lot of fake people. There's going to be a lot of jealousy. Pardon me. And there's going to be pressure for him to invest in certain things that keeps the gang going, unless he just completely just... The best thing for him to do really is just move to London and forget all of that. That's the best thing for him to do. That guy just signed that 6-figure deal, that's in pen. The best thing for him to do is just move to London and forget all of this. Forget where he comes from. At least forget it for 2 years until you know what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, you've got a stepping stone to change your life. I forgot what this guy's name is. But everyone knows I'm talking about. I think he's from Birmingham. He's got the plaits and that. Billy the Goat, that's who was interviewing him. Is it Billy the Goat? Something like that anyway. But yeah, he was interviewing him, I think. Is it Billy the Goat? I think so. Big him up though, he's a good interview, I'm not gonna lie. He's a little youth on the come up, big him up. I like his interviewing style. He asks us all the questions. He's not scared, he's fearless. But I just think that that rapper there, he should just move out the hood. Just go to London and to get your chance and take it in both hands. Because like I said, going back to the community, they're going to gas you up to do the wrong things or draw you out. Do you get what I'm saying? And 6 figures is not even a lot of dough. You know what I mean? Make 1 and 2 little moves and you stay being in the hood. Do you know what I mean? You have to buy all the gang chains and all that and rollies and all that just to be able to stay out here. A couple of them are going to want machines. Next man's going to want grub. Do you get what I'm saying? As soon as that money starts leaving your account, feds are going to start watching you differently. Do you get what I'm saying? So the best thing for you to do is move out the hood, go to London, let's get an apartment or something, or a nice yard just outside of London, nice countryside or something. Just pay the whole rent for a year or something and just grind. Maybe just bring a couple of your man them with you. Do you get what I'm saying? Not too many, but you know, a couple of your man. Maybe 3. Let's get a big, nice little mansion on the outskirts of London, countryside kind of flex. Get the studio in there. You get me? Sure, the label will make you get the people who come, you know, the PR company. You get one of them people that to come to your. Remember, you ain't really got ops in London. Do you understand? So you can be moved more freer, move more clearer of mind. Do you get what I'm saying? And then take a year out and then go around, do shows. You got your 3 little 4-man them around you. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure they're fine. Do you know what I mean? What they're gonna need, their rent's paid for their rent's paid. Give them each jobs to assign to help you do what you're doing. Maybe even one of them's another rapper like you. Do you know what I'm saying? But start making some more music. Do you know what I mean? Send back money for your family and that. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't really matter what the man them in the hood are saying up in Birmingham. Oh, he sold us out, he's left the hood. He ain't left the hood. When he was in jail, he left the hood. Did you care then? No, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about that. Just move forward. Take a year out. Yeah, and you take a year out from that. Yeah. I'm telling you, your life will change. You'll see things clearly. And then anyone else you want to help, you can send money down there after you've made it. But that money that you got ain't no big money. It ain't gonna last 2 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So on one hand, we've seen what the gang culture can do to like this KO guy. Could just make you just do madness and say craziness and be your own worst enemy. And then, but now we've seen this guy, he's got a deal. He seems like he's talking sense, like he's seeing some kind of light. But you know, when you're in jail and when you're on camera as well, you got to say the right things, innit? You know what I mean? But hopefully in his heart, he really wants difference, because sitting in jail, can you imagine him sitting in jail? He's got that deal. It's just a waste of time, innit? It's just a waste of time. Do you know what I mean? He could be one of the biggest rappers the country's got to offer, but if he goes back to the hood, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, because people are going to be expecting of you and people are going to be acting differently towards you. And the problem is if you're able to react or not react. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, the best thing for him to do is move to London, just outside London on the outskirts. Nice house, pay the rent for a year, and just grind. Do you know what I mean? Just grind. Just make tunes, tour, do interviews, and just get your name fully where you need it to be. And then once you get in that position, you can help who you need to help. Other than that, it will get messy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and I do agree. I've made you think that everyone does deserve a second chance. Definitely, 100%. But it's if you take that second chance and do good of it. Do you know what I mean? And you need to do good of it as well, because if you don't, you could be one of the last people they sign from prison, to tell you the truth. If that messes up, people will start looking at people and think, we ain't touching him. We just gave him a bag of money for him to go and invest in machines and guns and put it back in the hood. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think the best thing to do is try your best by moving out of London. That's the only way I see it. You can't go back to the hood. You can't. I'll tell you that now. Do not go back to your hood. Yeah. You end up broke, or you end up dead, or you end back up in jail on conspiracy, on some boss charge, you know, like Young Fog, some recoating. Do you know what I mean? Because now you have the paper. They'll look at you like you're the boss, even if you're not, and you will be indicted as the boss. That's just how it works. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's it really. That's it. I don't think I've got anything more to say than that. It's Quincey to QOZO, and we're out.